Hi, this is another Mac84 live stream, and I'm woefully unprepared for the day. How's everyone doing? My goodness, feels like the beginning of the day, but it's the end of the day. At least, I hope it is. How's everyone doing? We have a bunch of people in the chat. Let me just say hello to everyone. We have Dana Siberia. We have Trina. We have Garth. Who else? Retrotech Tom is here. CDI is here. Luke Davis is here. Francois is here. IBM Museum is here. Nice to see you again. Aaron is here. Jeremy is here. We have Eric and Lord of Nothing and Bruce at Brankus Creations and SJ Bryan and Nathan and CDI and anybody else I missed. Hello. I'm sort of off center here today. Surprise stream. Hey Gupam. Hey Neil. Hello everybody. If the numbers worked out, this was going to be a 20,000 subscriber celebration stream. Yay, but it didn't happen yet. So we're just doing a normal stream. Normal stream. Oh boy. I'm allowed to rewear shirts. I have paid for them. Good thing you can't see my pants. Anyway, we got a few things we're going to be working on today. One of which I found the scalpel handle that I ordered. And my good pal Garth donated something very handy, which I didn't bring down here, but we may be using that later on, or in a future video. I have a very crusty machine, Garth, that I think that would work on. So I think that'll be for its own video. I think I have like 20 more subscribers to go. Bruce, let's take a look at some information here. What's funny is a lot of these social stats things, like those websites that tell you the YouTube stats, they just like round it. Like they don't give you the exact number. But the YouTube Studio thing I could take a look at, and that says I have 19,981. So we're so close, under 20 to go. So it does, Garth. And I have a machine that's on loan from a certain Mr. Retro that has a lot of rust on it. So I think it'll be perfect for that. Lord Nothing has been watching since 900 subscribers. My goodness. Okay, so long time ago, when my hair was a darker shade and I had more of it, I remember making my first YouTube videos, and it was, I remember, like, I distinctly remember getting 10 subscribers. And I was like, yeah, I got 10. 10 people are going to put up with me. And then it went down, because whatever, bots or whatever. And I remember 50, and I remember 100, and I specifically remember 500 and 1,000. I remember printing out a banner for 1,000. I printed out a banner for 5,000, I think. And that banner is still over there, because this desk used to be on a little bit further this way to the stream, to the streaming area here. So, yeah. I'm sure YouTube gives me some analytics, but there's also some analytics it just doesn't give me. So it's difficult for me to take a look at some of this stuff. But right now we're sitting at 19,981, and numbers are just numbers. But it will be cool to hit 20,000 sometime soon. I do have a few other creator friends who are just around that number, so it's exciting to watch. And we went up to 19,982. So somebody clicked that button. So thank you very much. So Initialized Disk, hello. Distros Projects, hello. Good to see you again. Storm Crash is here. Again, just rambling on about some things going on. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button. We're almost at 20K. We're going to have a party or something. We'll do something stupid. Maybe bust out a Quadra 840 AV. Hopefully not. And we'll have some fun around here. But we have a few other things I want to talk about. My good friend Ron of Ron's Computer Videos tracked this down for me and gifted this to me. This was very, very kind of him to do so. And this is just your standard Mac Alley third-party Macintosh ADB keyboard. But it has a Radius logo on it. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. So this is Radius branded, and this was... Radius was a company that made all sorts of Macintosh things. They made graphics cards and displays and accelerators and stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure if this shipped with their Macintosh clone. It probably did, but they probably offered this as a branded thing for like bundles and stuff like that. But very, very cool. I did want this for quite a long time. I have one that is branded something else, but it's very cool to have the Radius one. So again, big thanks to my friend Ron of Ron's Computer Videos. Go subscribe to his channel as well. He has excellent content, and always enjoy seeing what he is checking out. So, Molar Mac subscriber special. Oh, there's the Molar Mac is right there, and even though it's sitting there, you'll notice there's a light pointing at it. And that light is pointing at it because I was filming something related to that machine. And yeah, there's more Molar Mac stuff coming soon. Ron also gave me a pair of computer mice. And apparently this one is from Computer Reset. One that says does not click. So very cool to know the lineage of some of these things. We have a power computing mouse. These, again, are just standard third-party mice. But the power computing one actually has a label on the back. It's not going to focus there, but it does say power computing, which is neat. And the other one just says one button mouse, you know. But yeah, Bruce, you were wise to make that comment. Oh God, yeah, that's I think we're about due for me rummaging through the basement organizing things, especially because not anytime terribly soon because of life and reasons and contractors not wanting to get back to me or renew their licenses. I'll be cleaning up the area to put things in a shed, but that's coming sooner rather than later. Bruce, I want to watch you clean up your shed. It's much nicer to watch people doing things, you know. Man gets he's frustrated. This should be funny. Oh God, Mom, you have no idea. No, before that, my wife will just give all the stuff away to other people. just come on, take it. Steve's away for the weekend. Come take all his crap. About the truth about the iMac DV. Hey, we're up to 19,984 subscribers. 84. I like that. I'm taking a screenshot of this. Maybe we'll break 20 by the end of this video. Who knows? There is something else I want to show you. I have some weird saved searches on eBay, and this thing came up. So this is a ADC DVI KVM. This is only like $20 because it doesn't have the power cord, which I think Garth has an inkling of what the power cord for this looks like. And this allows you to plug in a DVI computer and an ADC computer and use an ADC display. And so it's a pretty simple system here, but you have a big power switch on the back. You have a 28-volt DC connection there. This is by a company called CompuCable. And Dr. Bot, I believe, was another company that made similar-looking stuff, suspiciously similar to this. So, yeah, that thing, yeah. So, I do have another device that's by them that's like it's an ADC switch box or extension or... Come on, camera. Wake up. There we go. And yes, Raw Elements is exactly right. That's what plugs in here. Basically, the power supply for a G4 Cube. I think they made like third-party ones, but it's a bit of interesting stuff here. But anyway, I thought this was neat. I do have a bunch of ADC displays, so yeah. When the Pyro screensaver was in beta. I might have not been born then. I'm old, but not that old. Oh, Dana, I don't know either, but thank you, because I really enjoy your stuff. Oh my gosh, Dana Siberia's photoshopping abilities are top tier, and the silly Apple things that she comes up with just warm my heart. And I always laugh so hard at some of the very obscure ones. So thank you so much for all that you do. My goodness. No, so the CRT cinema display is a different story. Apparently that does not work with any adapters. The signal is actually VGA, not DVI. But that hasn't stopped me from having like 3 of those displays. So let's talk about the Color Classic. That's why it's on the desk here today. We also have a Sentra 650, which my good friend Retro Tech Chris sent me. And it kind of works. So if we get done too quickly on this, we'll jump over to that. Yeah. Yeah, well, I am in contact with Clint. I fixed up a few of his machines for him. So I am quite friendly with him. He's a pal. He's a friend of the channel. Usually see him at the VCF Midwest events, but with those particular issues he was having with his compact Macs is, analog board related, and unfortunately it's kind of a pain to take those apart and ship them, so I would not blame him if he didn't want anything to do with that. But and this is ironic because I'm doing a video about repairs. I don't exactly accept new repairs. They keep finding their way to me. I'm a sucker. I feel bad. I offer it, or a friend of a friend contacts me, or whatever. I just do not have the time I once did. Unfortunately, that's a sad truth. But here we are with another busted Macintosh. So, yes, these are a mix of G5s and Mac Pros, and I was very upset I wasn't able to shoehorn a half dozen of them onto Action Retro the other week. Broken hearts. Oh gosh. Well, there's a lot of very smart cookies out there. That's all I will say. No, that's not all I will say. The hell kind of a thing is that to say? There's a lot of smart people out there. My friend Bruce here in the chat, Garth here in the chat, Gutbomb, they're all great at fixing these things. I sincerely hope that anything that I do and contribute to this community makes other people want to try and fix these things themselves, because obviously I can't do everything, nor would I want to. But other people have different skill sets. People are better at analog things and power supplies and CRTs. Tech Knight is a genius with that stuff. I wouldn't even go near that stuff. But I have a pretty good mind wrapped around some of these Macs, and for better or worse. Some of them are easier to fix than others. But Gutbomb, you drive here. We'll talk. The tree that broke my heart. Mac 84 will not repair it. Oh gosh, we're getting way off topic here, but oh well. Let's get started. How did I go down by a subscriber? I lost a subscriber. We were at 19,984. Now we're at 19,983. Probably because I'm yammering on too much. Ah yes. Good to hear that, Garth. All right, so let's take a look at this Color Classic board. I'm going to try and remember how to do YouTube stuff because my brain hurts sometimes. And dealing with OBS on a 2012 Mac is always fun. Oh, no, it didn't work. We're going to keep pushing buttons until something works here. That's what we do here at Mac 84. All right, here we go. So let's take a look at this. So this is the Color Classic board that we have. And serial number, as I always read these out because it helps you keep track of them, YS322629DY3, the Singapore tag. We have what looks like a VRAM module and a memory module. And the reason this was sent to me is because there are quite a lot of lifted pads, or pads that are simply no longer there. They have ceased to be. So we're going to try and see how bad this is and try and fix it up. So anybody else who is joining, thank you very much for stopping by. We're almost at that magical 20,000 subscriber mark. So if you are not a subscriber, please consider doing so. And you get to join us in the chat and all sorts of fun stuff and whatever. Realize what a Wally I am. I think it's very apparent how insane I am. So if you're subscribed and you haven't figured that out by now, I'm sorry. That's just that's on you. So let's take a look at what we have going on here. So we have some pads that are clearly gone. This one's completely gone. That's missing. And then we have some caps that are on here which are a bit too large for my liking. I mean, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it. I'm sure the capacitor works. But, yeah, it's not exactly anything I would do. I mean, hey, look, they got that one on there, actually. But you know what? I cannot fault someone for trying. And especially when that person is smart enough to be like, you know what, I can't really see what I'm doing, or I need assistance with this. This is a bit out of my comfort zone. Is that glue on the board? It's going to be another one of those boards, isn't it? Hey, how's it going? Thank you, everyone, for showing up. Those do not look new. Those look like older caps, so we'll be replacing those as well. It is in the shape of an LC too. My goodness. So, yeah, we have quite a few areas that I'd like to take a closer look at today. I'm going to do myself a favor and remove the memory modules from this board to give myself a little bit of an easier time with this. I put them in a little baggie so I do not lose them. Exactly, Gaffa. One of the worst machines that I attempted to fix ages ago was a Mac Classic that had glue on it. Oh, that was in rough shape. It really, really was. I need to figure out why my Color Classic CRT anode suction cup thingy keeps falling off. They made some sort of gel for that. Oh, that looks kind of crusty. That Shaun of Action Retro tried. It didn't necessarily solve his problem, but it might solve yours. And so let's take a look here. And why do I have this on my desk? Okay, whatever. Let's try and get some of this crud off of here, huh? Using glue. With friends like this, who needs enemies? Oh, proper Color Classic too. Very nice. Yeah, so a lot of times you get like this residue around these chips. I'm not exactly sure what causes it, if it's just old crud or whatever, but this will be in the ultrasonic cleaner for sure at one point. Heck, I still have stuff of mine that I haven't put in the ultrasonic cleaner. Here I am talking about things that I have to put in the ultrasonic cleaner for other people. That just shows you. Remember that time thing I was talking about? Not enough time for things? Yeah, well, we'll see how much regret I have going into this afterwards. I'm 100% good. Okay. As long as you say so. Glue is the best. Oops. I mean, yeah, sure. Oh, gosh. I mean, I guess we're just going to go and take some caps off. Because, why not? My good friend Colin of This Does Not Compute had a similar Color Classic. He sent it to me and I fixed it, and it's in a box somewhere, and I have to send it back. No idea where the hell I put that. I mean, I know where it is. It's on the shelf behind me, but there's a lot of boxes on the shelf behind me. And it's one of those things I have to get a step ladder over because I'm short, and I have to stand up and I have to look for the thing, and, you know, excuses. Hey, that Macintosh guy. Hey, Rudy! How's it going? Sniffing the glue helps. Derek is here. Anonymous Freak is here. Neptune Brothers here. Anybody else I missed? One Bit Free for Dreams. Hello. Anybody else I missed? Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so let's just, despite best efforts here, remove some of these capacitors, huh? And we'll hopefully make this board happy again. Oh, Trina, I said hello to you via text at the beginning, before we even streamed. You and Dana were the two first people I said hello to. How dare you? Oh, look, this one's not even connected. But hello, Trina. Hi. Oh, I like how these two caps are piggybacked on the positive side. I mean, I guess that works because there are two traces that are similar to each other, but let's see if we can fix that, huh? I also don't like the weight of two capacitors on one little pad. You sneeze wrong and kablamo. Is this leaded solder, maybe? Just smells like sadness. Manually refresh the subscribometer. Oh, at 19,989. Holy crap, we're 11 away. 11 away! Hooray! Yeah. Well, I'm glad, because without the zoom, I wouldn't be able to see anything either. But yes, this microscope has been invaluable. So let's see if these glued-on caps are going to come off. Look, that was pre-melted, mind you. I didn't do that. Somebody melted the plastic on this. But we're gonna try and be as careful as possible. Yeah, that there's some kind of glue or acetone or chemical or something on there, because when I undid that cap, I got a whiff of something interesting. I'm very curious about that too, Bruce. And did they just keep twisting after the cap fell off, or what? But not sure. I don't believe. I don't know if this individual was the one that recapped it themselves. But again, not trying to judge anybody doing any of this type work, especially without a microscope. It is very difficult type of work. You will find yourself cursing at things and swearing and using very colorful language you may have not known you've known. You know, it's just one of those things. It's not a fun process if you don't have tools like a microscope to help you out. And even without a microscope, you know, some people are very skilled with this sort of stuff, and that's great, and props to them, but not everybody, you know, has, you know, the right tools or even just the dedication to just keep at it until you could get it working. It's not easy. It's difficult. It's something that's taken me years to hone. Heck, I still look at stuff and go, well, I don't want to do that, you know. Flex directly to the eyeballs. Yes. Hey, Bill Goats, how's it going? Glued on caps. Yes. Yes, Dana is, and you can post your link in here, Dana, because you're one of those fancy pants. The funny computer man. I resemble that remark. Yes, Dana, put your Mastodon or whatever link for your Photoshoppy thingamajigs on things. On the comments. My goodness, can't talk. And yes. Bruce is somehow going to be shoehorned into streaming after me. So my job is to finish up as quickly as possible. So then Bruce has to get pants on. And but Bruce of Brankus Creations will be streaming sometime after me. We'll see how quick of a job this is. I also have a Centra 650 donated by Retrotech Chris I'd like to take a look at, but I'm not sure how much work that may require. But that's for nerds. Oh, Sean. I'm so glad you are one of my local nerd buddies. I was just saying before that I still need to figure out a way to shoehorn more Mac Pros at you, even though you just got one. You need to link them together or something, right? So what I'm doing here, because I should be telling you folks what I'm doing if you can't figure it out. I am taking all the old capacitors off of this very sad Macintosh Color Classic. Oh, that was a weird chemical smell. I'm probably going to die. With my last breath, I curse Sean. I am taking all the old solder off of these pads here. There are quite a few ripped pads, but trying to get a clean start on everything. And then hopefully it'll be easier for me to assess what exactly is going on here. Likewise. G5s. No, don't correct me. I mean, at this point, it's really funny to think about, because things change, right? You know, your passions change, your interests change. When I first got a Mac Pro, I was aiming to get a G5 Power Mac, and it just worked out that the seller didn't know the difference between the two. And he had both available, the Pro and the G5, and he gave me both for a very reasonable price. But I was more excited about the G5, about the Mac Pro than I was about the G5. And that was because my iMac 2011 was on the fritz, and I was very excited to get a working powerhouse of a Mac to do my daily stuff on. And so I needed that at the time. Whereas now it's funny because I have a Mac Studio that I do all my video editing on and such. And now the G5 is kind of fun because it's like, oh, the Intel, I was just using that a few years ago. I don't want that. The G5 one is maybe of more interest, but, to each their own. Hopefully we don't have to rip up that egret or CUDA chip. They use you for e-waste! Oh my god. Oh, Bruce. That sums up like 90% of the PC laptop repair jobs that I used to take on way, way, way long ago. Gosh, maybe around 2010? Just around the time of like the ebook, netbook type craze and the tablet craze and all that stuff. Because people would drop off systems. And look, I was pretty damn reasonable. I just wanted a few bucks. I'd be like, yeah, it's $100 to, wipe this off of viruses and copy your data back or back up your data or replace the hard drive. Like, it'd be like $100 or something like that. And most of the people would be like, oh, okay, yeah. And like weeks later, and they weren't people I knew, they were like friends of my younger brother. And so they're probably much more interested in doing other things. But I just end up with this stack of PC laptops. And I remember one of his friends, I was in contact with him to pick it up or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, I'll pay you. I told him what the price was. He said, okay. Never heard back. Like, years went by. At least 5 years went by. And I think my brother came home from school or something, and it must have been at least 5 years later, or we had a family event or something, and that friend was there, and he's like, oh, do you still have that laptop? I'm like, no. like I gave that away ages ago. That was like 6-7 years ago. Oh, God. I tried, but no. Vintage Electronics and E-Waste Recovery says, I came across a complete original Macintosh portable that's a non-backlight unit that needs to be restored and has never been opened. I know you don't have time for repairs, but I think people would like to see that. If you send me an email, and you might have already done so, and I apologize because I do have quite a few emails that I am backed up on and I just have not had a chance to respond to. But if you send me an email at mac84tv@gmail.com, I will do my best to reply to it. The problem with those things are they are heavy. And they are also extremely complex to repair. So it might not make sense, but send me an email. We will work out the details because that does sound interesting. It's probably just a pre-release unit that was shown off at demo floors and stuff. I highly doubt any of the hardware is different. I've seen a few of those on Facebook when people are asking about the Macintosh Portable. But yeah, why don't you send me an email? Vintage Electronics and E-Waste Recovery. It's also on my YouTube page. It's under the About section. Or you go to my website, mac84.net. You can find out more information about how to contact me there if you desire to do so. This chip looks okay, but I wouldn't be surprised if we have to take that off. I do see a wee bit of corrosion here. Just a little bit. Oh boy. Spent way too much money. Sorry, I'm missing some of the chat. Gotta scroll up. First time seeing a glued board. Oh, yes. Okay, then you are already on my list, my friend. Yes. Macintosh Portable is very involved. I actually have one that has been sitting here for far too long that I haven't even had a chance to look at. But yes, glad we are connected. I promise you, when I do have the ability to take that on, I will let you know. My current situation right now is my basement is full of crap, and we are trying to acquire a shed, which requires township permits and all that fun stuff. And so we're gingerly on that process. But once I have that, maybe I'll have some more room. I could actually, do some stuff. But as of right now, this bench behind me is always supposed to be clean, so I could shoot videos and stuff. Hasn't been cleaned for months. So that sort of tells you all you need to know about, like, how much stuff is just not getting the attention it should around here. But I promise you, that is something I am very interested in. I know, I need bun space. We haven't had our last bun passed in March, and we haven't had a pet since. And the missus and I are continually in discussions about it. The new scalpel blade for some poking around, because look, we have some sadness by this crystal, but I think it's still connected. You know, I inadvertently rescued animals, 15 years ago or so? Or longer than that, and those became our pets, and so it's her decision now. She's the one who decides what type and or quantity of pets to take in, so it is entirely up to her. Although I may be sending her cute pictures of animals every now and again, but it is her decision. So hopefully sometime soon. We do miss a little fuzzy thing running around, but it did work out in a way where you know, we've always had pets, always, and so this is the first time in a long time where we haven't, which has given us a little bit of an ability to travel a bit. Nothing crazy, but you know, if I go on a work trip, all of a sudden she could come too. I don't have to worry about somebody watching a bunny or something like that, which is not exactly a positive of having, you know, your pets pass on, but it is something that I was not expecting to happen. So we will see. We will see. Taking a look at some of these pads here. Oh yes, oh please, I know a rescue that is just absolutely full of buns at the moment. Are those new? I can't tell if these are new or old. It's a little bit challenging to tell. I mean, they look pretty new, but I can't imagine that the person who would have recapped the others would. No, that looks old. They didn't bother with these. They old, yes. An Apple A10 for 8. But see, when people say that, Aperture Laboratories, when people say I have an Apple and model number, I have no idea what the hell model number you are referring to. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look that up. Is it what? Is it the black Macintosh Pro keyboard from like '98? Let's take a look here. Oh, it's the white one. Okay, so the standard white one, without the extra plastic trimmings. Okay. Do you prefer bunny or some misspelling of the word? Well, there are multiple white Apple keyboards with a number pad, my friend. Multiple. All right, let's take this capacitor off. We're going to use the heat gun here in 3 places. This one comes off stupid easily, usually, because it's so tiny. But what I will do... yeah, I mean, that solder does look clean, Garth. It really did. Let me take a look here. Let's take a look here. Magnification. No, that looks quite old. Yeah, that looks kind of old. Well, we'll see if it passes the smell test. Oh boy. Oh yeah, the Performa line alone is a mess. I mean, if somebody tells me the model over a computer or describes the look of it, I'm pretty good. But no, I googled the image of it as I was curious about it. But yeah, those are not bad keyboards. Listening to the stream. Well, I'm glad I could. Can the cats subscribe to the channel too, Trina? Because I'm holy crap, we're at 19,994. We're 6 away. 6 away. My goodness. Hey, Adrian, how's it going? Capital idea. Get out. Eep. Oh, Dan. Oh, love those terrible jokes. All right, speaking of terrible, let's get these terrible old caps off the board here. My goodness. My goodness. All right. Oh, really, Dan? Hold on. Let me check out Userlandia here on YouTube. Dan, feel free to please put a link in to your channel there. click on. You have, oh my goodness, Dan is on the cusp of 5,000 subscribers. Heck yeah! We're at 4.99 right now. My goodness, 4,994. All right, everyone, please subscribe to my good friend Dan's channel. He did a great video, first off, about VCF, which it's always a pleasure to see Dan at VCF. He did a video I really enjoyed about this, was it a Magellan or a Garmin Palm PDA with a GPS function in there, but it was like running the Palm OS. That was really cool. He just did one about his compact, which I meant to text you, Dan. That was a really awesome video. No spoilers, but just your personal connection to the system that you were describing and like all your memories about it. I have no interest in like that era of PC, but you made it interesting. So bravo to you. Good on that. Yes, so there is Dan's channel. I'm going to pin this for a few minutes, which means I will pin the message and forget about it. But please subscribe to Dan's channel. Excellent videos, excellent workmanship and quality and all that stuff. Making me smile as ever. Oh, well, thank you very much, Aaron. Yep, greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for the super chat. You try your best. Well, you are doing a great job, and it is fellow creators like you who continue to inspire me to actually make videos and not just, like, fall asleep on the couch every afternoon after work. Alright, so let's freshen up the solder on these caps a little bit, just because crusty solder does not like to melt and does not like to be removed easily. So I find melting the solder, I wonder if, I'll probably end up ripping the pads if I do it this way. But sometimes you can actually just like, you know, okay, you know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do the Joe method. Joe just clips them off. See, this is actually a very bad area to do that in. And I don't normally recommend this, but we're also next to the label, which will make things sad. And so we're also next to the plastic. And if you're very careful with the clippers, there's a very low chance you could hurt it. Watch, these will be brand new caps. So I don't necessarily recommend this, but you know, do as I say, not as I do. But it's only 2 here. And I realize the power cord, even though I'm turning the power switch on and off, for my hot air station is not actually plugged in at the moment. So yeah, so we're just going to wiggle the top off of this thing. I mean, this was a really crusty board. I wouldn't even do that, but you know, it wasn't too bad. Now we have that plate we have to figure out. Just snip that out of the way. If you're gonna have a method to cheat time, I'd certainly advise against this. For this rather than twisting them off. But yeah, that's gonna be a little bit much. But yay! Dan is over 5K. Heck yeah! A little bit of cutting motion here. And look at that. Congrats to you, Dan. I'm glad we're able to make that happen. All right. Yeah, some of these are a little bit easier. So, oh yeah, look at all the crust under that one. Look at that. Look at that. Oof. Oof. Yeah, the only problem about doing it this way is then you get these little metal pegs that are under the plastic, and depending on how you cut the metal, I guess I could, with a steady hand, I could do this a little bit better. You can end up having to come back and remove the plastic in a weird way. But fair's fair. Well, let's see if we went up or down. Yeah, we're at 19,995. How about that? We are 5 away from hitting 20,000, which is, you know, that would make my weekend. I actually have a huge video that I've been working on for a while. My good friend Bruce is going to help me out with a little bit of a cameo, let's say. Oh, this does look pretty terrible. And that is a follow-up to my Vintage Apple Basics first video. That's intended to be a series, and I intend to continue that. And part 1 is on my Patreon right now, so if you are a YouTube member or a patron, you can see part 1. It is on there. I have to redo some sections, and that's my good friend Bruce is going to help me out with that. But essentially, it's a video giving you some basics of how to tinker around with these Macs, how to get them up and running, some common troubleshooting things you run into. And I got so much love and support from the first video I did about this subject. And it's something that's very, I'm very passionate about because, there goes my scalpel. I love making sure that people are well educated about these machines and making the right purchasing decisions when they're deciding to buy them. And they have some troubleshooting knowledge going into buying them or fixing them up or whatnot. So. Well, thank you very much, Garth. That is very, very kind of you. What is all this madness? I don't know, David. I don't know. Is this your board? James, I don't think so. I know the person's name of this board because I talked to them on a social media platform, and their name is not James. But I don't know. Maybe you gave it to somebody else. I don't think I have any Color Classic boards sitting around that are due. If I do, send me an email. But I did check all my boxes and my little spreadsheet. If I missed one, let me know. We almost have all the caps off this board. Except this one. This one might even just go easily. You get a sub. You get a sub. Subs. Yes, if you like Trina rambling about old computers with a bunch of other people rambling about computers while she's rambling about computers, camera angles that would make cinematographers cry, and the occasional heavy breathing from a cat into a microphone, her channel is just the right place for you. And I don't mean that in a negative way. Trina has a lot of fun on her streams. I try and bombard them every once in a while, but she usually tends to start them when I'm already like half asleep on the couch. So, yeah. Also, if you like exploring of PC laptops and seeing if they explode, because Trina has a bench power supply now. Very dangerous in Trina's hands. Very dangerous in Trina's hands. Excuse me. Well, one bit, I wish you the best success on that. Oh, yeah. Whatever liquid or chemical that this guy used on whoever used whenever someone touched the board, it smelled bad. It don't smell good. I don't know why I'm not just using hot air. Maybe because, I secretly like the pain and frustration of working on crusty old computer boards that are crusty and old. What's funny is I said this is the easy one, and then it's being the one that's difficult. Maybe with hot air, it's usually like you just blast it with hot air and it comes off like instantly. But I don't know about this one. The toiletiest toilet is here. I'm afraid I'm filling up the idiocy requirement right now. But if you'll come back later, there may be a vacancy. I remember getting a message from somebody once saying, "I saw you do this on the stream, but when I did it," and I said, "Wait, you're actually like following exactly what I said?" And I looked at the stream in question, and I specifically said something along the lines of like, "Don't do this. I'm doing this because I'm lazy. Don't do it this way. You will break things." And sure enough, somebody did it that way, and they broke things. I'm like, well, I did warn you. The idiocy will be cold in an hour. We have idiocy at home. There we go. Ooh, that was a crusty boy. Let's zoom in to see how much crust was there. That was quite a bit. Gosh, I'd be lost without a microscope for this stuff. I really would be. Oh, that's not too bad. Rudy, I thought you were at 1,000 already. My goodness. See, there's all these awesome creators. Oh, I went down a sub. Somebody did not like me talking about whatever the hell I was talking about. Are you kidding me? Oh, boy. You win some, you lose some. Oh, look how shiny and happy that looks now. Look at that. Look at that. Very, very cool. Alright, so let's take a look here. Anything else? Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3. Just 3? I thought we had one more. We have 3 ripped pads on here that we have to resolve. So let's talk a bit about how we're going to do this. And my good friend Bruce at Breakers Creations has an excellent video about repairing these pads. And I really suggest you go watch that if you want to know how to do it properly. I'm sort of going to show you the abridged version of here. To promote engagement! Oh boy. So this one should be fairly simple. What we have to do here is attach some wire to the little point there or there. Here we'll give it a better point of adhesion. And run a little bit over here so we could make up the positive path for that pad that is no longer there. What we have to do over here is a bit trickier because although we do have a tiny little spot, we are right up against the plastic there. Where's the... Here's the pointy tweezers. We are right up against the plastic here, which you could see is already melted. And so we do have to turn my watch on Do Not Disturb. It is already on Do Not Disturb. It's my wife, that's why I came up. So if we scrape this away here, we could probably make better contact. And there is a similar one. Is it down here? Yeah, this is worse though. We only have a eensy weensy tiny little bit to attach onto there. So that's going to be the challenging one there. But I think we should be okay. I'm not seeing anything terrible elsewhere on this board. There was some signs of just some crud under some chips. Unfortunately, this little egret chip or this CUDA chip here is often the cause of a lot of grief. And you know, I'm going to freshen up the solder there just because I mean, it looks okay, but we're here. Might as well just make sure everything's connected, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that we give this the best chance at possible of just working, huh? All right. A great tip from my good friend Bruce, which one of those things you hear it and you're like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Never contort yourself to reach the spot that you're trying to fix or whatever. Move it to match the most comfortable angle you are in. And my goodness, does that make quite a difference. Obviously, he gave me that advice years ago. But whenever something's in a weird spot and I have to move it just so I can get a better hold of it, I always think of that. I'm like, you know what, that's really good advice. It's so simple sometimes, the smallest pieces of advice people give you. Now this here is what I was concerned about, the small one at the edge there. Everything looks to be connected okay here, though. Yeah, everything looks alright. Doesn't seem to be any breaks here. Let me put some more flux over there. I'm sure where we scraped away there was just some gunk there. But let's get a good look there. Yeah, that's okay. And then we have a little bit over there. That's solved too. How about that? Yeah, no, Bruce is really great with his soldering skills. And my goodness, if you want to get yourself into soldering and don't know where to start, my man Bruce got you covered. Go to Breakers Creations, go to his YouTubes, and he has a playlist all about Beginner's Guide to Soldering, and he has trace repair videos. And fantastic stuff, really. Really, A+. And he also has a great recapping guide website, which I am going to right now to show you. Hey, LMNO, I was afraid you were going to say that. There's someone around here who was going to say that. That's the problem. Sometimes these chips look great, and then you look under them and you're like, oh my god, it's terrible. Because it's right next to a capacitor. How's it going, LMNO? Hope you are doing well. Oh, we got a LAN coming up. Oh, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. So I'm going to go over to recapamac.com. And we have our good friend Bruce's website here. And we have the Color Classic logic board. So let me click on that. We have our little diagram here. Going to make sure that this isn't anything fancy, like a slightly different revision or a model that's similar to this. No, looks like we're in familiar waters here. We have 6 47 microfarad 16 volt caps, 2 100 microfarad 6.3 volt caps, and 1 10 microfarad 16 volt cap. And there goes my phone. I will be back in one moment. If I could find the darn button. There it is. I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, what were we talking about? Things? What were we doing? LAN parties. Oh, yes. Very dangerous. It's poop alarm. The poop. I forgot to secure dinner plans with the missus before I started streaming. So she's on her way back from some errands and said, "What are we doing for dinner?" I said, "I don't know, takeout." She said, "All right, sounds good." Now, my phone's on Do Not Disturb, but she is not on the Do Not Disturb list. Or at least her calls come through. Alright, so we need 6 47 microfarad 16 volt capacitors here. So let's take those out of a little protective package deal that I have right here. I'm going to cut that so I could throw the excess away. He says as he has trouble doing it. And put our huge ring of capacitors away. So let's put these on the board first, then we'll come back to the other sizes. I'm a little bit parched. I am annoyed that I forgot to bring down my water bottle again. But take another break in a little bit, I guess, to do that. Let's refresh the old YouTube subscriber meter. Now I'm just very curious throughout the whole thing. Oh, we're back up to 19,995. How about that? That's a good place to be. I did turn on the subscribers only mode thing in the chat. I always forget to turn that back on. I love that feature. It just cuts down on a lot of garbage. Because, I mean, quite frankly, if you're not subscribing and you want to talk in the chat, I mean, why? Just click that button. It's free. I don't charge for this. Hydrating electrolytes. Hi, this is Steve from Mac84 doing a live stream from the hospital. I can't taste good no more. Oh, look at that. I rolled the capacitor. We're learning how to do stupid things here at Mac84. And I did not put enough flux on there, did I? I'm trying to be sparing with my flux. I did buy a whole new one. I have no idea where the heck I put it. So, forgive me and my idiocy. These are my own problems that I've caused myself. Oh, gosh. Ah, beautiful. And you couldn't see a thing of that. Fantastic. But it still allows Tom to chat. How's it going, Eric? Oh, boy. Okay, we gotta flatten this one down just a little bit. There we go. That looks a little bit better than last time. Yeah, sorry, the one downside of me being so zoomed in is that sometimes it's hard to see things. So, apologies. So, get this up here. I had to give Steve a printer to subscribe. That was the old Steve. The new Steve accepts cash bribes. It's made out of people! Oh, boy. Alright, what else we got? What else? So the next cap here, let's do these 3 at the bottom. So we have some exciting trace repairs to do. Where did I put that eeny bitty tiny little magnet wire? There we are. My signature red magnet wire. I have a gold one somewhere, but the red one is what I have the most of. let's make a poll of that, Dan. Let's start engagement here. What is the most collectible iMac G3 color? And let's just say blueberry / Bondi, and we'll say tangerine. We'll add a grape. We'll add lime, which is obviously the best color. You can only have 4 options? Oh, that stinks. Well, I'll say grape / strawberry. How about that? And this is for the original iMac. So we'll start the poll. There we go. I started the YouTube poll. Sorry that it didn't let me have a 5th option. Call shenanigans on that. That's going to be fun. They're so close to the plastic. The good thing is they already melted the plastic. So no matter what I do here, it'll be an improvement. G5 iMac. Oh yeah, the horrible eBay seller that just destroys those poor iBooks. My goodness. I see a super chat. Oh, Rudy, how's it going? Bribe money for your shit. Thank you very much, Rudy. That is very much greatly appreciated. Eep. Thank you very much for the super chat. Yes. When I recently have found out that the cement slab or whatever it is that you need for a shed, well, it's not part of the price, and boy, is it expensive. Like 2/3 of the cost of the damn shed itself. That was fun to figure out. I was like, how much? It's in dollars? It's a lot of wing wangs. Yeah. Well, as far as the iMac DV, they have different colors there. So there's the indigo, the graphite, the sage, the ruby red, and then you have the snow colored, the white one, and then you have blue Dalmatian and flower power, baby. I have all of them except a ruby. I gave that to my good friend Mike of Mike's Mess. Hey, that joined up pretty good. But somebody did say that they were going to give me one, and I've seen it in person. So eventually when I have some room, maybe I'll be able to take that home. The case in the CRT was not shipped to me, but thankfully I have a working Color Classic, so we'll be able to test that out. Let's see what the votes are going in. We have Blueberry up top so far at 32%, Blueberry Bondi. Tangerine is in close second, tied with Grape and Strawberry. Lime only has 15%. Get out of here. It's obviously the best color. It's obviously the best color. I was about to say I think that's the most frequent color I have, but I have a lot of graphites for some reason. Or at least I did last time I checked. I had a lot of graphites and a lot of blueberry / Bondi blues. So those might win there. Yeah, you could match a key lime iBook to it too. You could also match an indigo iBook, a blueberry iBook, a graphite iBook. They never did a red or a purple iBook. Maybe they had sales data from the iMacs that were like, yeah, these ain't selling. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. So we have the positive side of that capacitor has to go by that pad. So what I'm going to do, I always hate doing this because it always risks just undoing exactly what you did, but I'm gonna have to melt the enamel on this wire, because yep, there it goes, because that's going to act as our pad for the new capacitor, and it's just gonna, yeah, it's gonna be a little fiddly here. Come on. You know what, that's actually fine. Because it's making a connection, really. Not gonna be too picky here. But what I will do is adhere the capacitor to the other end first. So since this is a solid state tantalum capacitor, that stripe signifies it is the positive end. So I'm going to solder the negative end of the capacitor on first. And that gives us a little bit more play with how we put the positive side on. Which I think is going to give me some trouble just because of how raised it is. I started streaming almost an hour ago. But I was too busy multitasking to send you the link. I apologize, Colin. You didn't miss much except glue on... Actually, you missed quite a lot. You missed some glue on pads. I did send you the picture, I think, of the capacitors piggybacking off of each other. So that was quite exciting. I'm going to add a bit more solder there, I think. I know streaming needs like a whole different setup and mindset and all stuff like that. I would really like to see some of my other vintage Mac pals give it a try. I know some of them are thinking about it. But I would like to see that happen. And maybe half of that is just because I like to see when things go wrong. Because I've been there. But so we are doing a little poll. Unfortunately, YouTube only gives me 4 options, not 5. Because somebody in the chat asked what the most collectible color of the iMac, but you could also reply to it as like your favorite color. So we're fixing some damaged pads here. This one's pretty bad, but we should be able to clean that one up, I think. I watch game streams once in a while. I don't stick around for all of them because they're much more. It's like, we're gonna do this thing on this game. It's gonna take us 15 hours, and I'm like, all right, I'm tuning in for a bit, but I got stuff I gotta do today. I'm not gonna sit there all day. But yeah, I can't think and do at the same time either. So. I think somebody made a comment about that once. They were like, "You're so much." They didn't say it along these. They said something along these lines. I forget the exact language, but they said something like, "You're much more put together in your non-live streams." It's like, yeah, that's the magic of like filming something 18 different times and editing it, and then I come across like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah. Now we're 2 tops. Oh my gosh, I had a much different work-life balance in a previous job. And so it was basically one of those things. If I get my work done, people just leave me alone. Like my job requirements were a bit different right now. But I used to stream like 9 or 10 hours was my longest one. My goodness. That was I don't know if I'd repeat any of that anytime soon. That took a lot of energy. I'm not that much older, but some days I feel it, man. So. Oh boy, hey 4am, how's it going? All right, let me end the poll here. Bondi/Blueberry has won. In second place, Tangerine and Grape Strawberry. Lime came in 4th place. Very sad outcome for Lime. Let's Racing Time on Twitch. I will have to click on that and click a little button. Where's the button? Hold on. Let's wait for it to go up here. You have 1 new follower there, Dan. There you go. Sorry, let me catch up on some of the chat. Doop, 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 doop. Your cell phone number. Well, thank you very much, Bill Goats. Appreciate it. Let's refresh the old subscriber meter here, see if we budged any. We were previously at 19,995, and we are still at that number. Joe's here! Badoop! Hi, Joe. How's it going? I look just as young. I'm glad nobody's staring directly at my gray hair. Let me click the ban button for Gut Bomb here. Yes, there was a Sage iMac. That was in the later revisions, the slot load iMac DV models. You had graphite, indigo, Sage, Ruby, Snow, Flower Power, and Blue Dalmatian. We're just talking about those not too long ago. What was I doing here? That's right. We were getting this little wire ready to solder on to create a pad where one pad was once living ages ago. If I wasn't talking, this repair would probably have been done like an hour ago. But it's the magic of doing two things at once, as we were just discussing. That was going to be fun. So I should actually rearrange. I wish I had a third hand sometimes. My goodness, would that have been very helpful. Hey, look at that. First try. First try. Parsley, rosemary, or thyme IMAX. I like the basil iMac myself, but it's that it's Italian ancestry in me talking, I guess. This iMac needs more seasoning. These caps ain't working no more. So, I already put flux there. I'm just repeating stupid things that I should be doing. Oh boy. Alright, let's put this capacitor on, and after this there should only be one more break that we have to fix, I think. Hopefully the rest of it is fairly straightforward, I hope. Put a little bit more solder on there. Sorry, the camera always points slightly off where you can't see it. I know that's annoying, but this is very intricate right now because nothing is really in a good position on this board because everything is dangling around. I thought he was just stupid. I didn't know there was other interesting things about this guy.
Watch me puts my moves on hers. Wows.
Colin has been secretly trying to get me to do a YouTube channel where it's all just me acting like that. And I can't blame him. It is a funny idea, just doing content like that. But I don't know. I think I just cringe myself out. It would be different if like Sean came over and we were just being stupid. Like if it wasn't just me, and there was some silliness going on directly with other people, I think I would have more fun. If not, it's just like it's a little cringy. I don't know. Maybe the next time I pick up a PC, maybe Joe. Who are you? Who? What's your name? Colin. See, brain no work now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I think that'll work quite well, actually. Let's solder it more until we screw that up. Yeah, I think we screwed that up. Hold, please. That's the fun part about soldering. It's like, oh yeah, it's fine. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Nope, you're not good anymore. You're good. You're good. You're good. Not good. I think that'll be okay. Shenanigans. Too much gabagool. Gabagool. Yes. As someone who hasn't eaten meat for a very long time, I don't think that would sit well with my stomach. Just like... Why is Steve agonizing and doubled over in pain in the background? Please kill me. All right. Now let's do the hard capacitor next. Let's do the next of these pads. Let's not give ourselves an easy one next. The solder must flow. Hey, got some solders over here. Let's just put some flux here. Yeah, clean that up. Basically, Carl from Aquatine Hunger Force, but with more soldering. Good in small doses, I think. I don't know. Prove me wrong in the comments if you want me to do a whole freaking. It won't. It's not going to be like dank pods. It'll be just like that, but stupider. And no disrespect to them, just the style of presentation, just like a bunch of quick cuts and like stuffs. Up the walls. Ron is great at doing voices and impressions. I always marvel at because the way he could just swap his voice around like that. I could do that a little bit. Like I could go into a foghorn leghorn every once in a while, but I have to. It's not doesn't come that. I always switch like on the fly between one accent and another, and I don't do it intentionally. It's like my brain is like, wait, who is this guy? What's he trying to do? Oh, you just nailed that. Let's screw it up for you. I'm using the crummy tweezers. Let me switch over to the good ones. Colin, I will keep that in mind. From my badly bootlegged Aquatine Hunger Force computer-related video. I think it would actually work better in a podcast. Like me, let's get Action Retro over there. Let's get Colin. It's all in like a once per month podcast of just like pure stupidity. Nothing productive, just us giggling like idiots. I think that's a good stress reliever for all. Because if you're gonna make me act like an ass, I'm gonna bring you there too. We're all like act like asses together. I'm not gonna be the only one. Oh gosh. All right, this be a bit like that's fine. Let's use the good tweezers, the ones that are all bent and rusted. I must be too old. There was a cartoon show early 2000s called Aquatine Hunger Force, and it was very crudely animated in Flash, I believe, at the time. And it revolves around I believe it actually does take place in New Jersey, and there's a portly Italian gentleman who always talks like this and is yelling and screaming, and a bunch of fast food characters like a cup and a thing of fries and a wad of meat, and it's very very short episodes. I think they're like 11 minutes long. They would usually have them back to back. Basically a staple of my high school years. I haven't watched that show in actually no, I saw a few episodes a while back. They did like a little movie or something, which was okay. I think I fell asleep during some of it, but I guess you had to be there. That should act enough like a solder pad, hopefully. The rules number 1 on my car with the key. Oh, really? I'll have to check that out, Dan. I thought I saw an advertisement or something, but I assumed it was the movie I saw. I don't know. Time is a weird thing for me. I'll be like, oh yeah, I just watched that. And I was like, no, Steven, that came out in 2021. I'm like, oh. That explains why my knees don't work as good as they used to. I'm thinking of that show now. And there's not a lot of things I could repeat without people taking it out of context. I don't remember being so old, and not going to repeat the rest of that out of context. Oh, God. That should maybe stay okay. My dad totally owns a dealership. It took me forever to figure out that was the voice of Patton Oswalt. Perfect casting for that, because it's just like, once you hear it, it's like, oh yeah, it's Patton Oswalt. Dad totally owns a dealership. Oh, it's like, let's actually put capacitors on the board here. Oh boy. Joe, you could be on our Insanity podcast too, because your brain works just like my brain does. This podcast that I'm referencing, that will never go anywhere and will never actually be a thing. When This Does Not Compute reaches 1 million subscribers, I'll force him to do it. And everyone will be like, who the hell is this Mac 84 guy? Alright, now let's put solder on the fun part. Whee! I know it's a lot, but that should make a connection, so we should be okay. Sorry, I'm missing some of the chat here. Yep, thank you very much, Anonymous Freak. Appreciate it. 35 years. let's not bring time into this. Nobody likes thinking about it in that aspect. I made the mistake of you click on some of those YouTube social analytics. Was it Social Blade is one of them. You click on those things, and it's like you'll reach X amount of subscribers in, and it's like has a little chart. And I remember, oh my gosh, I remember looking at that when I was just about to reach 1,000, and it's like, oh, you'll reach that in like 5 years, and I'm like, yeah, let's not think about that. Yes, Joe's Hit It With a Hammer website. With the little tune that Joe sings that is suspiciously identical to the Pac-Man theme, which I love. It's the theme song that you sing when something just does not work correctly, and hitting with the hammer is a good idea. I love it. I remember watching a video, I can't remember who it was, maybe it was Techmoan in one of his Patreon update thingamajigs, which I have to do myself. I have to do one, and I've been overdue for one for like months. He was talking about like how it's hard to break into YouTube now because so many people are doing it. And yeah, I'm seeing that side of things. That was, gosh, I probably watched it like 5 years ago. Cliffhanger says, oh, thank you very much for the super chat. Yep. Hello, I have an old PowerBook 180 that does not turn on when plugged into power. It seems to fluctuate, but there's no power to the machine. Do you have a multimeter? And the reason I ask is, can you confirm if the power adapter works? A few things that I could think that might be wrong in that situation, besides just, capacitors. I forget how many caps are on that machine. I know they were in the display, but I forget elsewhere. But I would say make sure, if you have a multimeter, see if that power supply actually works. You could actually test the voltage on that quite easily. Make sure the power supply works. Second thing I would say with that is make sure, if you could disassemble it, they're not hard to disassemble, make sure that the power jack is firmly plugged in. It doesn't have any cracks or anything in the solder or anything like that. You might need a little bit of magnification to see that. Those would be the two things I would check first, because those are pretty hard to kill. Unless there's some really bad corrosion in there or something, was unhappy. But that would be my suggestion. If anybody else has any suggestions, feel free to put them in the chat. And I often forget to say this, but if anybody is watching this on a replay, hello. Thank you for proving YouTube analytics that people actually do watch this thing after I go live. Quite a lot of people, actually, which always surprises me. But I do the same thing. I'll watch an Adrian stream, or I'll catch up on a Twitch stream, or one of Bruce's streams and stuff like that, I'll be working in the garage. I'll be cleaning stuff up. I'll be doing some boring thing, and I'll put a stream on in the background. It makes the time go by a lot faster. I'll tell you what. I remember putting on an N Commander Twitch stream not long ago, and the topics there sometimes are way over my head, a lot of Linuxy stuff or whatever. But it's just nice to have somebody in the background. And the stream was quite a few hours long, and I was in the garage almost all day, but I didn't realize it. And the stream ended, and I'm like, oh crap, this was like hours ago. Don't get me wrong, I spent a good time in the garage cleaning crap out and throwing stuff out, but yeah. Anyway, let me catch up on the chat here. You ruined the surprise. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. Love you, Joe. Love you. Oh, that smells weird. Ugh, I didn't do that. That's weird smell of the board. Sorry. Looked brand new inside. Completely brand new. I think it's a capacitor. If you could make a thread on tinkerdifferent.com, there's a link in the video description. That's a great forum that I go to. I helped found with a bunch of other smarty pants people. Go to tinkerdifferent.com, post some photos of it, post your symptoms of what's going on. We got some crustiness by the processor here. That's probably the best way to try and solve the problem, because unfortunately the YouTube chat is not the best way to resolve these things, because you can't attach images, it goes by way too quick, and you have a limited audience. But yeah, I would strongly suggest, if you don't already have an account on tinkerdifferent.com, it's a great Mac and other electronics forum. And I'm there, Bruce and Brightness Creations is there, a bunch of other smarty pants people is there, Colin is there. Suggest you make an account there, post what's going on there, and maybe one of us could point you in the right direction. I know my good friend Ron frequents there, and he's a PowerBook wizard. He's fixed a lot of those machines just by understanding what goes wrong with them. So, yeah, Bruce has warned me many times. I think I just need to fix all my Quadra 840 AVs within the next few years, otherwise I'm going to be toast, huh? All right, so we have all the 4716 capacitors on the board. Now we just need 3 more. So now we're hunting for the other values. We have a 6.3 volt, which is a 100 microfarad. There's two of those, and then we have a 10 microfarad 16 volt. Let's see, where did I put all of them? Oh, that's a very tiny one. Don't need that tiny. Let's see. I like to keep the very tiny caps for something I know is going to require them. Yeah, here we go. These will work fine. Okay. That's one of those, and then I need 200 microfarad 6.3 volts. No. Wouldn't it be funny if I don't have them? I'm pretty sure I have them. Hey, Will, how's it going? Anybody else I missed? Hello. Oh, when you have so many capacitors. Where did they all go? Hold, please. Capacitors everywhere. Just have to find it. Close, but no cigar. Those are way too big. Mistakes happen, folks. I just cleverly edit most of mine out. Now those are 50 volts. Where the heck did they? I haven't done one of these in a while. You could tell. Nope. Well, it's a dilly of a pickle. Which is funny because those caps actually didn't look too bad, but I did rip them off the board. I know I have replacements. I just have to find them. Hey, Apple's Anonymous, how's it going? The capacity for capacitor storage is captivating. So I have this this bin here, which has most of them in there. Let me switch the angle here, so at least you could see something slightly different for a while. Hi. A little bin I'm searching through right now. And all sorts of things in here. A graphics card. We have little chips for things. A lot of 1610s. Where's my 106s or 6.3s? Whichever, it doesn't really matter. They're so close together. No, it's 3300. Nope. Nope. I mean, I know I have them. It's just a matter of where. Starting to get hungry too, so it's not really a good time to be digging around and getting more delusional. Nope. Oh, I didn't know I had those. Well, it wouldn't be a Mac 84 live stream without me endlessly looking for crap that I just saw a minute ago. Nope. Oh, so close. Oh, that's really annoying. I know I have them. They're probably just on my desk somewhere. Yeah, I have those organized with the drawers, and they're all filled with other crap. All right, let's put the one tiny cap on, and at least we could do that. And then we could procrastinate some more as we try and find the other one, huh? Sound good? Maybe? Sure. Hey, Pseudos, how's it going? Let's subscribe. Let's subscribe, folks. No, let's refresh our subscriber meter. We're still at 19,995. We'll get there one day. I don't know what I'll do when I get there. Start counting to the next milestone, I guess. But it's just a number. Honestly, there's a lot of awesome creators who I don't even know why, the algorithm and all this crap, how they have so little subscribers when their content is just absolutely fantastic. But, it's the way it is sometimes. And, I did a video about RePC, that place in Seattle. I was there for a business trip, filmed a little video, thanked my wife profusely for letting me take a detour there, because, we were having a little trip for ourselves. And, afterwards, after my business stuff. And it was, just a little thing I wanted to record, because I wanted to experience too. And, video did okay when it was released. It got 2,000, 3,000 views or something like that. And then just afterwards, it just went kablamo, just like kaboom, just, and that has, I could click on it actually now and tell you, something like, was it, 50,000? No, 62,000 views. But that's not the type of numbers I usually get for like years. And what's funny is the ad revenue from that video basically paid for one of the bags of crap I bought there, which I was not expecting. So that's a nice bonus. Yes, I saw Derek. What a neat little piece of technology. See you later, Trina. Have a good night. My phone always falls off the chair, but that's because the case is already cracked in multiple spots. Sorry, just scrolling up in the chat. Justin, I think we just need like a very fast transit system where I can send components to you and you can send components to me, and they won't get lost in the mail. I think that's where we're at right now, right? Oh boy. Apple's Anonymous. I think I subscribed to you. See, I can't spell, which is not your fault, but is my fault. I'm subscribed on my other, but now you have an official subscription from this end of the woods. You just got one more. Apple's Anonymous. There you go. Justin, I didn't catch your entire stream the other day, but looks like you were having about the same luck as me most nights. All right, let's try and find those two caps that are just waiting around here to be replaced. They're probably in a little bag. I'm going to stand up. Oh, there go my knees. Oh, it's good to stretch. So we have two more caps to put on this board. And should be around here somewheres. So you have these little bags on my desk with components. They're usually hiding somewhere. Bruce. Bruce is famous. Bruce has like millions of views on his soldering videos. I mean, well deserved. But Bruce is a bit famous. Just a wee bit famous. Bruce and I were neck and neck for a while. And then Bruce just had to go and make informative soldering videos and, you know, be all fancy and cool and stuff. Oh boy. Of course, I could find the Fireball candy bit from Console 5 that I'm never going to eat. I can't find the darn capacitors I'm looking for. Oh, you know what? It's probably in one of these bins. I have these little bins to the side that I shove things in when I need to make room. It's probably in those. So let me just... Yeah, those ultrasonic videos are great too, Bruce. Nope. What are these? These are... Nope. Well, let's start a poll to give you folks something to do. Nope, not a Q&A. A poll, darn it. A poll. All right. What is your favorite all-in-one CRT-based Mac form factor? Let's see. We have the original compact Mac, so that's like the 128K through the SE, and Classic. I can't type the whole thing. Just say 128K through Classic. Then we have the Color Classic. Let's add the Performa 500 series, or the PowerPC 5000 series. The Molar Mac doesn't need to be mentioned because obviously it's everyone's favorite. But of those four, because I can only put 4 options in, what is your favorite all-in-one CRT-based Mac? Just offer all new subscribers a share of the super chats for the stream. I'm sure it won't increase. Yeah, I think there are laws against that. I think I'll get in trouble. Oh boy, EMAC. Well, let's just call pre 1998. Okay. Everybody always forgets about the EMAC, including me. See, I'll have bags full of capacitors of values that I know I'll probably never use. But I'll have bags full of those. And then it's the stuff that I use frequently, which I have multiples of, I can't find. It's just the way it is. How else am I going to stretch out the length of my live streams? Those looked very promising. Oh boy. It's hard to believe I don't have these caps because I know I do. They're probably in just one of these bins I shoved off to the side. We did that printout video. There's Clint there. And we're testing our Epson printer live. There's a picture of Sean in there somewhere. Ah, poopy doopy. Wherefore art thou capacitors? If I don't find them, I'm going to have to use some crummy ones, but I don't want to do that. Let's see how the poll's going so far. 61% are saying the original Mac, 21% saying the Color Classic, 6% Performa 500. More than I expected on this. 12% on the 5000 series. The subscriber count right now is, we're refreshing. 19995. Same as it was a little while ago. Yes, Justin. That was it was not anything malicious because I did not plan it. But those were the shelves that I was going to throw out because I just got metal shelves behind it. But I left them there and I forgot to throw them out for trash day. And then a friend of mine, Keith, came by with the 7500, the 2CI, and a questionable CRT monitor. And the shelf was there, so I was like, I just shoved them on there. But yes, funny how those things work out. Oh boy. What the heck, man? I found an empty bag matching it, but that doesn't help. Oh boy. I know they're here somewhere. Again, keep finding loads of the ones I already have. Not the ones I need. Help me. Dang it. Now I'm just more frustrated. Because I know I had these. I was sorting through things the other day, and I'm like, oh, there those are. I have at least 20 of them. Like a whole pack of them. Oh, there are more parts in here. I bet you they are right in here. Let me open this bag up. This bin, rather. Yep, I think they are in here. I think they're in here. That's the last resort. 4716s. Whatever those are. Those are 25 volts. 35 volts. 35 volts? What the hell do I get 35 volts for? 35 volts again. What are these, PowerBook things? Stupid PowerBooks. 16 4.7, another 35. These are all PowerBook things. Boo! It's in one of these. I know it's in one of these. Ugh. Let me just pull that whole bin down. Just turned into an organization stream. Wow, Steve, how do you keep the audience in suspense like that? You know, you're down to your last 2 capacitors, and then we can test to see if it works. The simple part is just misplacing everything. How do you do that? Oh, I can't teach it. It has to be learned. Hey, there's what remains of a screwdriver set. There's nothing useful in this bin. Except a sad pile of Quadra 840 AV boards. See? Yay. You have your grandpa's Color Classic. Nice. They're great machines. If I could find the damn remaining capacitors for this, we'd probably get a chime out of it, and then I'd go eat dinner. But some idiot, who may or may not be me, misplaced where he put the capacitors for this model. Yeah, this is all a long con to get more subscribers. As if anybody would want to watch me do this for like an elongated period of time. You've had enough of me already. Hey, we're 3 away. 19,997. Let me pull out my little drawers here, see if there's anything hiding in here. Nope. Usually not. Usually I put all the caps in the same spot, but you never know. You never know. Let's look at the poll now. 54% of you say the original compact pack. 21% say the Color Classic. 10% 500 series. 15% 5000 series. Oh, you did your Color Classic in 2010. Nice. Oh yeah, I wonder what the speed is of it. I think is it a 1x, Colin? Might as well show off something neat while I fumble around. This I want to play around with. I got a bunch of discs for them too. Just love the actual little case of this and the design of it. Just like, look how compact that is. It's a little, I think they're 120 megabyte cartridges. You don't have to do that, Garth. You'd be like, this guy is weird. This is Hammer Disk PE230, so I guess they're 230 megs or whatever. But I think I have some spare discs, Bruce. Honestly, I've never put the discs in here, but I have a stack of discs. So if they do fit with this, I'll be happy to send you some. I brought this to one of the VCF shows, but this is, I believe, what Colin was looking at. I love the design of this stupid thing. Pinnacle Micro Recordable CDR. I like this little flap. Look at this little flap. So freaking cool. What? Holy. Hold on. Gotta refresh the thing. Garth. Confused. I'm confused. There's things. Hey, we're at 20,001. Woohoo! Thank you very much, Garth, for the super chat. Holy crap, that's very generous of you. Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it. And thank you to all of your friends who will never watch any of my content and will shortly unsubscribe. What the hell is this guy rambling on about? I don't know. He sometimes trips over things and breaks himself. So it's kind of funny. Let me end the poll here so I can actually read what's going on here. Yay! Eep! Big Eep! Oh, wait. Do I have to do 20,000 Eeps now? Ugh. That's going to take a while. Yay! Quick, take a screenshot. There we go. Screenshot taken. Thank you, Garth. That is very, very kind of you. I greatly appreciate that. And thanks to everyone else with all the super chats as well. Garth gets an eep and a whack. You get both of the sounds. Yay! For the CRT. Oh boy. Nice, Jason. Oh, Lord Nothing, thank you very much for the super chat. Congrats, Steve. A long way from 900 subscribers when I started out. Here's to another 20K. If I'm alive by then, yes. Steve was crushed under a mountain of CRTs. He died on the way back to his home planet. We're going to keep streaming until we get to 30K. If you're a Simpsons fan, it'll be like that episode where Krusty is on live TV with the battery and the scorpion. He's like, ah! That's great. Hey, I use Napster too. I mean, maybe. Wink. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's cool. Thank you so much, Garth. And everybody else who subscribed. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, we're down to 20,000. We lost one. It's a roller coaster ride. I told you, those millennials are harsh critics. Where the hell are these stupid capacitors? Oh, God. Sure, just cut the broken ones off, Steve. They probably would have leaked. I bet you. I bet you they would have leaked. All right, let's continue looking on the desk here. Thank you, everybody. It's very nice to be able to share this with you. Here's to you. Oh gosh. Oh, I didn't scroll down the chat. The chat's still going. It just means we can celebrate 20,000 again. Here we go again. Oh boy. Where were you when he hit 20,000 subscribers? I was watching him look for capacitors that he swore he had. Turns out he didn't. Spoiler alert. Hey Ian, how's it going? It's crushed by now. I'm gonna have to rip these off of something, aren't I? Here's a I could just shove that in, right? Good old 250 volt capacitor. That won't make anything melt, would it? Where did this microphone come from? Oh no. Things are falling now. Did that to myself. That's my own fault. I'm an idiot. Oh God. Charge it up. Folks make me do stupid things, and I really appreciate it. Except when I hurt myself. That's not good. I zap myself on a big old capacitor. Let's celebrate by hitting it with a hammer. Let's celebrate by finding those damn capacitors. Oh, see, I have these little things here, but I don't think they're in here. No. There's that little SD card extension I bought for something and never did anything with. I know I have them. They are not the type of capacitors that are frequently used with vintage Macs. So, I probably put like the bag on my desk, and then I did something, and then they got moved or whatever. So, I'm just easily as frustrated as, I'm assuming you folks are frustrated. Some people are just wanting to, yeah, get on with it. Others might find this entertaining. My subscriber count went up while I was not doing anything productive. So, that might answer my question. I'm just digging through over here. Here, you could, wait, no, we don't need that. We have the above camera. Where's the above camera? Above camera, there it is. You could, well, I have to do this carefully or the whole thing will fall. Yeah, that's going to fall. I was about to say, you can see what I'm looking through. Oh, boy. I wasn't using anything for anything. These are wild allegations. A bunch of more capacitors that won't fit. I mean, I have crummy ones that are not tantalums that'll fit in that spot. But I certainly don't want to put those in as like permanents. But if we have to, I guess we'll just do that and call it a day. And then I'll put the real ones on. Maybe at least see if the darn thing works. Let me put these little... I found micro SD cards on my desk, which are probably from Blue Scuzzies that are like buried at the same place where I buried the capacitors. They have a little micro SD card thing, which I got 3D printed. Yes, Strider, this is... do not follow instructions. First, you lose your tools. And then you have your friend Joe send you stickers. And profit. This is that little scalpel all over again. No. Oh, wait. There's more crap over here. And it just goes on like this. Well, it looks like I'm just going to use some temporary capacitors because that's all I could find unless they're hidden in this box. This is my secondary cap box, which has a bunch of YouTuber stickers on it from some of my friends and such. It me! Oh, I should put Joe. I have 2 Joe stickers. Hold on. Where's Joe? Where's Joe in sticker form? He is going on this box. I think I have one of Joe's. Yeah, I have one of Joe's stickers, but you need 2. I will do that, Colin, except your box is in one of those. Your board's in one of those, and I don't have an easy way to step on up and get there without killing myself at this moment in time. These are high-quality stickers, Joe. Go to jcm-1.com. Go buy a Blue Scuzzy. Joe, put your link-a-doodle in the dealie so people could do that. Come for the recapping. Stay for the mindless rambling. I cannot do that. Peel. Use a scalpel. Let's see if that does it. Nope. I got the layer. Oh, come on. I can't do anything right today, can I? My goodness. Good thing I don't have to drive anywhere. Watch Steve try and peel a sticker. No, it's not lost, I swear. It's just an inconvenient spot. Colin's gonna go and call for a wellness check on his board. Look, Steve, I saw what you do to those capacitors. I want to make sure my board is okay. There you go, Joe. Love it. Oh, boy. All right. Let's actually take a look inside of here. Nope. 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 Big nope. Maybe? These are something, I don't know what those are, so we can take a look. Alright, let's take a look at what these caps are. I'm curious. Because these are in a micro USB bag, but these are certainly not micro USBs. They're little capacitors, and I don't know the values of them. We'll find out together, I guess. Oh, that's right. They're in code. What the hell does that mean? Help. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate it. Bruce, can I get your translation work here? Looks like 10-6C 20513. PC load letter. The hell does that mean? Thank you very much, Derek. Appreciate it. Ah, damn it. I need 100 microfarad. Thank you, Bruce. I assume these are 1016s then. Rapple. Thank you. Good to know that Joe could read them too. Because I'm just going to always just rely on Joe and Bruce. I'm never going to learn how to do that. I did have a pen somewhere. It's probably where the capacitors are. I was going to label this bag so future me won't have this problem. But that would require me not misplacing every writing utensil I have. Well, there's a pen on the floor. How about that? Let's see if this one works. 10 UF, 16 volt. Close enough. Yay. You guys are smart. I do not have that capacity in brain go. This is probably well apparent at this point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs and get a drink of water, and I will be right back. And I promise I'll continue. I'll pull the cap off of something else and we'll continue this because I want to see if this board works. But I'm going to take a break for 1 minute. I'll probably be back in a minute or two, even though I just said 1 minute. That happens. And where's the be right back thing? I'm going to go grab a glass of water because I'm very parched. And we'll continue with whatever the hell this is. Be right back. I'm back. My wife is having trouble renting a movie, and my phone is supposed to like confirm it or whatever. So as soon as I sat down here, she's called me upstairs again. I'll be right back, I promise. Sorry for throwing off your groove, Bruce. The less she knows about the crap that goes on in the basement, the better. Found my Sony Mavica. Here's the bin I just shoved everything into to clear off the space on my desk. And those were all the boxes I was going through before. Anyway, we're back. There's capacitors in here. Oh boy. Oh. All right. Anyway, her second screen experience. No, she subscribed long ago. Don't know why, but she found it in her heart to do so, and I appreciate it. Let's see what capacitor this is. That's in the very bottom of my miscellaneous parts bin here. I doubt it's the right one. Let's use the microscope to tell us. This will be another fun game for people at home. This stream should have ended an hour ago. Alright, let's see what we can find out here. Well, this one looks a little bit too big. So 106C. I think this is another 10 microfarad. Oh, it's upside down. Whoopsie doodle. Whoopsie doodle. Yeah, it looks like another 10 microfarad. Dang! Oh yes, I'm obsessed with the weird Mavica cameras too. Sadly. It's a sickness. I don't know if there's a cure. I certainly don't know if a cure, but certainly a sickness. My goodness. Last resort is just pulling them from my machine. What other systems use those caps? God, caps. What other systems use? Because I don't have to use them often. I know like the 550 I think uses them, right, Bruce? What other system uses the 100 microfarad 6.3 volts? No, it's not the 2SI. There was another system that used those. I don't even know how many people are watching this right now. Whatever train wreck this is. 82 people. Hi. So sorry. The CD drive. Yeah, I don't think I've recapped those CD drives. It's really ironic because those are the two caps I clipped off the board. But yeah, they don't work. probably would have been good enough to test the darn thing. But, wow, yeah, just very bad planning on my part. I just assumed all the caps were in this bin. And you know what's funny? We're going to look again, and they're going to be in this bin, I guarantee you. It's gone up during the break. All right, so we're gonna do some organizing here. It's live organizing, very exciting. I'm gonna go to the above cam here. All the capacitors that ain't it are going in that pile. Yeah, I've used them on plenty of Macs. I just can't remember what systems they were from. Got some LEDs. Do 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 do. This I've never had the guts to 100 microfarad 6 volt, close enough. There we go. Our national nightmare is over. Oh boy. Well, now I know what capacitors I probably have to order now. Of course, as soon as I order them, I'll find the damn things. These are tiny ones too. These are teeny tiny ones. Look how small they are. You can't see that. I'll take them out of the bag. You'll see how small they are. So here's the capacitors that were on the board, and here's the replacements. They tiny. They very tiny. So we're gonna try not to lose them all. We only need 2 of them. Yeah, Justin knows exactly how that works from experience, I'm sure. That's how it is for me too. Put these on my mouse pad so I don't immediately lose them. Watch as he immediately loses them. Alright. I'm going to swing this board around. These caps are going to look so funny on this board. Because I bet you the width between the pads is wider than they could fit. And I better hurry up because Bruce is going to be streaming after me. Is that right, Bruce? Good old pal Bruce from Brankus Creations. Yeah, look at that. They're the size of the pad itself. Oh, that's great. Well, whatever works, I guess. Showing off my skills. What skills? Losing things? Yeah, this is true. This is true. Well, that's all right, Bruce. We give everybody a breather in between. They could go have dinner or whatnot. No, I'm going to be having dinner shortly after this. It's all up there waiting for me right now. So the sooner I finish this, the better. I've got some motivation. Ideally, I should have cleaned the solder off completely before soldering this one on. But I made a mistake. That's fine. Let's clear off the other pad so don't repeat our mistakes here. That'll look much nicer. Put a little dab of flux on there. I should do something like that. After I get a lot of this crap moved out, when I get the shed situation sorted, I'd love to take advantage of more organizational thingamajigs. Such a tiny little capacitor. My goodness, so tiny. All right, so that's all the caps on this. Do we think it'll work? What say you, viewer? Let's switch cameras here so I could zoom the microscope back. Yeah, I need to just put everything in a proper bin. That's what I need to do. Finally catching one of my streams. Well, I'm glad you didn't catch the part where I was endlessly looking around for things I couldn't find. Alright, so we're going to put the memory back in here. We have our video memory module. So that's the board all recapped there. Make sure we're not missing anything. There's a little spot for a diode or something there. Let's see if that's... I have another board here. Nope, those are missing on here. Okay, alright. Just wanted to make sure we were playing with a full deck of cards is all. Hey, I found some very teeny tiny ones, but they do fit. So, alright, everything else looks okay here. But we'll see if that blows up in my face, huh? So, let me get a power cord here. And unfortunately, the viewing angle on this is not going to be the best. Take our logic board. Now you do need a keyboard to test these systems. Yeah, that limitation on the RAM bus. Let's get our keyboard here. And we're going to hope for a chime. All right. Let's get the camera pointed in the same general direction. Let's hope this wants to work. 3, 2, 1. Well, we got a light on. No chime. Let's see if we get a gray screen. Ah, come on. It's going to be a cranky one. I bet there's gunk under that chip, huh? The CUDA, I almost said UDA. The CUDA, the egret, the regret. Let me see something here. Take out the memory. I mean, take it out and look at the memory. We have one video memory module. Let me take out this module here. Let's just see something here. This analog board is recapped because this is my system. The regret chip. Let me just see if it'll be happy with its own memory, because I think these had to have pairs of RAM, right? I don't know. I get confused. Too many computers. Too many computers. It's just as unhappy. No egrets. It's like a sleeve. Well, to prove this machine works, let me plug in. I think it's actually Colin's board that I dug out. I thought it was going to be a simple recap. How naive I was. Okay, so that's a known good working board. So, alright. We're not out of the woods yet. Although, one moment please. Let me test one more thing. I want to try it without the video memory module. Nope, same thing. No worries. We'll keep on looking. We'll keep on looking. We thought it was going to be fixed, but looks like we got to hit it with a hammer. Well, it's not my board to hit with a hammer, so we're not going to do that. Also going to double check compared to this guy that the ROMs are seated in the proper orientation, and they are not. The ROMs are not seated properly. ROM 1 is where the lower and the upper have been swapped, folks. Can that solve the issue? That just might, because this board looks pretty darn clean otherwise. Let's carefully pry these chips off. That's that chip there. That's why it's always good to have a system you could compare things to. Alright, let's just I mean, they were in the proper position, you know, moved back a pin and everything, but they seem to be in the wrong slot. So let's see if this will fix it. You did, Bruce. It didn't do anything, and I noticed I think the ROMs were swapped around. So we're gonna do another test right now. Let's see. Wouldn't that be nice if that solves it? 3, 2, 1. Chimes! ROMs were swapped around. Somebody put the silly thing in reverse. Got a screen and everything. Woohoo! Oh, that makes you feel good now, doesn't it? Oh, boy. It's the magic of the 20,000 subscribers. James, are you the individual with a name that very much differs from the name James, who messaged me about this on the social medias? Oh, okay. Yes, okay. That is you. I just checked the message. So that wasn't you who swapped it around. Well, I'm glad we fixed it. How about that? It wasn't too bad. Half the battle was finding the damn caps. I'm glad I could help you out, James. I wish you best of luck on your the CRT side of things. I saw you were having some issues with that. But very happy that it is a happy computer again. But yeah, shame on whoever swapped around those ROMs. All right, so it's working happily again. What I will do off camera, I'll go through a bunch of the snooper tests, and I'm going to run and make sure those are all happy. What I will do before we end the stream is I want to put the video memory and the memory back on there. Make sure it boots happily with those, that there's no problems there. That just goes to show it's always good to have either a diagram or some detailed photos, and to just go down a checklist of like, hey, maybe check simple things like the ROM. I wouldn't have known to check, but just, you know, one of those things you keep in the back of your mind. Make no assumptions. All right, still chimes. I think it doesn't like having only one stick of memory there, so we still get a screen, but it's not too happy with that. It is supper time. It's supper time for me too, so I will double check. I'll have to find a matching pair of memory to find that. How many discrete objects do you think are in this new view of Steve's garage? Over under 5,000. So we do still have some work cut out for us, and I do want to do a snooper test without the memory in there, but I'm pretty sure we need a pair of memory modules. So James, you will probably need a matching memory module. Only came to me with one memory module and one video memory module. So that might be something you have to be a lookout for. But the board does seem to be working. I will be testing the serial ports, the SCSI ports, and all that fun stuff. But that's a bit boring to do on stream sometimes. But I'm going to go eat dinner. So I'm not going to be right back. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to go eat dinner. But if for some reason I get feisty and want to test some of that again, maybe I'll do a supporter-only stream or something like that. But I have to find my... here, I was about to say I have to find my blue SCSI. Here it is right here. And we could do that. But without being attached. Okay, no worries. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I guess that's been it. I have some Chinese food to eat, so I'm happy to not cook for a change. But my goodness, we hit 20,000 subscribers. We're at 20,001. That's pretty crazy. So I'm very happy for that. No worries, James. Very glad that it worked out. I remember you sending the picture, and it didn't look too bad, but sometimes you never know until you get it under a microscope. So we only had to do like 3 trace repairs for those little pads that were missing. And you know, it wasn't that terrible. I've seen much worse. But thank you very much for the congratulations. I'd also like you all to think about other creators that I've mentioned during the stream, and feel free to subscribe to them as well. There's a lot of awesome people out there. I wouldn't be where I am without all those kind folks, without you kind folks as well. So thank you very much for watching, even when I can't find something and I go off on a tangent for 30 minutes. That's about it. I'm going to stop talking because I'm hungry and I cannot find the end stream button. But I sincerely appreciate everyone hanging around. Bruce of Brankus Creations is going to stream sometime today, within the next hour or a few hours. So Bruce, be sure to put your channel in the little chat doodle thing. So all 92 of you who are watching, Bruce is going to be very entertaining. He always is. He always has great streams and great content. And he does along the same line of these things, except he knows where his capacitors are. So Bruce, put a link in the chat there to your channel or whatever. And keep watching the Steve's. Oh, hey, Ron. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry that you're coming at the end here. But I'm going to go eat something before I pass out. And maybe I'll find those lost capacitors somewhere. But again, thank you all for watching. Thanks again for pushing me over to the 20,000 subscriber thingamajig. There is pressure, Bruce, but it's all right. You'll subscribe to Bruce. Brankus Creations is the YouTube handle. Stick around to the chat after the stream for that link. And, yeah, don't worry, Neil, you could rewind. Anybody else could rewind as well. Oh, boy. All right, take care. I'm hungry. Bye. Thank you.